Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Today I'm reviewing the newest cigar from Steve Saka and the Don Barton Tobacco and Trust. This is the Mi Querida, and this size is the Fino Largo, 6 by 48. There's your density. Now, Steve proclaims this as a different type of cigar from the Sobremesa. He self-describes this cigar as ugly. I don't really think it is. It's got a nice oily wrapper and a nice dense feel in the hand. I love the cap, love that dome cap. And as you can see, it's a nice, quite oily wrapper. Now, Mi Querida means my dearest, but is also a term commonly referred to a husband's mistress. In particular, in Nicaragua, it refers to one's secret mistress, since it is often common for a wife to know about the mistress. The secret mistress is the dirty little secret, and thus plays into the connection of this cigar's profile. When I said it was ugly, he meant it was dirty. Dirty, ugly, just, it's not. But that's where the name comes from. One thing Steve wanted to do is keep this cigar priced right, so it is priced all sizes at under $10. There are 4 sizes of the Mi Querida, and that are available now, and others scheduled to come out later. I'll give you all that information on the blog. Now, this cigar uses a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper, Nicaraguan binder and filler, and of course it's made in Nicaragua. Many of you remember Steve when he was the head of Drew Estate. So now that he has his own company, this is one of the new offerings. So let's get right to it. The new Mi Querida Fino Largo. All right, now it's time to cut that pretty cap. I am going to take off absolutely as little as I can. Oh yeah. Like a good draw. Oh yeah. First flavors I'm getting are a very pronounced molasses, blackstrap molasses, and dark coffee. There is an absolute ton of black pepper at least an 8 to 8.5. That is just how it starts. It hits you in the face with that molasses and black coffee. Those are the initial flavors you're met with. I think things might move along a little differently later, but that's a very powerful start. I'm probably an 1.5 inches or so in, probably on our way to 2 inches in. And the molasses has the flavors have sort of separated into other flavors now. I'm getting a lot of brown sugar, chocolate. Even at times I got hints of dry cocoa, even though there's chocolate in there. Still a nice coffee base, quite a bit of black coffee. And the pepper is still very, very good. Pepper is very good on the finish also. This is a coarse black pepper. It's very powerful. The finish is sort of a cream with a little aspect of the chocolate note. Just a touch. Just a touch. Cocoa, chocolate, is something there on that finish other than cream. A little dark note. Cigar is medium to full bodied, moving rapidly to what I would call full bodied, but it's at the upper end of medium to full bodied now. It's a very powerful tasting and feeling cigar. At the same time, it's a very smooth, dark noted cigar. So that's where we are. Oh yeah, we're every bit of close to 2 inches in. Probably 2.5 inches in, close to the midpoint. And I'm getting flashes every once in a while of blackberry, another dark note, but a little sweetness. I wouldn't say it's an abundance of it, but it is flashing at me. I would call the cigar very close. It's now very close to full bodied, if not. So it's probably full bodied. But there's still the other flavors that we described in the previous segment still there. Tons of coffee, tons of brown sugar, and chocolate. The finish now definitely has an influence of chocolate on it. I can get more of it now. I will be reviewing the Sobremesa tomorrow, the short Churchill, because of how time constraints work with me. I'm doing this one first. So look for that next. And also those of you who have hounded me over the last year that I need to upgrade or change my shirt. Good news, I am taking auditions from my collection to pick out a new review shirt. So I will be debuting it the first of next year. As far as the cigar goes, it's going on very nicely. It's very much a dark noted cigar. Has sort of a, based on the name, a dirty feel to it. You know, it's just a dark noted. It's smooth, but it's very dirty noted, dark noted. Going along right nicely. One thing in the last segment I didn't say, there is still that dry cocoa. I left that flavor out. Now the purpose of me coming back now is simply to, I like to give you a little look behind the curtain, so to speak. You'll notice when I blow the smoke out doing this review or previous reviews, it sort of travels quickly in this direction. Thought I would show you what I do to, as a means of compromise with the little wife in order to do these reviews inside. The reason the smoke travels in such a quick direction and that hum you hear, there are two fans. The biggest fan over here is an air purifier turned around backwards so the fan blows the smoke this way. And this is the fan I'm talking about. Now, when it blows across this way, it then is captured by a window fan, a dual window fan, which takes it right outside. And here it is. So that's why you see the cross breeze. That's the hum you hear, and hopefully it's not too annoying, but that was a nice compromise, and sometimes you have to do those things when you're married. Only got about 1.5 inches left. One thing I'm noticing is the cigar started out with a significant amount of sweetness, and it's been decreasing as it goes. The coffee notes are quite elevated. And there's an earthy note to the coffee, or the cigar overall, maybe attributing to its dirtiness, the bad boy, bad girl aspect of the cigar. The brown sugar is still there, but it's quite overwhelmed by the coffee notes. The chocolate notes are still there. They're also overwhelmed by the coffee notes. So the dry cocoa notes are still noticeable. The blackberry notes I spoke of several segments ago were not really detectable anymore. They came and went even at that point, but they've gone now. I would call the cigar full-bodied, and it's just sort of changed into more of a heavy coffee, earthy coffee flavor with hints of chocolate and brown sugar. Well, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. Here at the end, I even got a few notes of dry wood, but by and large, it was the heavy, earthy coffee, hints of chocolate, hints of brown sugar. The pepper remained very good throughout the cigar. It did slightly decrease as it went along, but it was still over a 7.5, even at the end. Lingering pepper is very good. Finish is unchanged. Cream with a low chocolate aspect. Full-bodied. Been a good cigar. Very dark noted. Very dark noted. Quite powerful feeling cigar. Has an element of dirtiness to it with that earthiness. And I believe that's what he was shooting for, actually, if I'm not mistaken. But good cigar. I'm rating it a 92. These should be on shelves now, and priced at under $10. It is a must-try for anyone who likes the cigars that Steve makes in his style. So there you have it. The Mi Querida Fino Largo 6x48.